Okay, so what I'm doing today is I'm going to replace the carb boots here. Got some cracks showing. I've been having a lean running problem at lower throttles and RPMs. And I couldn't, when I spray and check for leaks, I don't detect any that way, but I can see they're cracking, and I've got spare boots that I bought a long time ago over there, so brand new OEM boots. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the carbs off and replace those today, see if that makes a difference. No sense trying to play with mixtures and float levels and all that kind of crap, chasing some simple problem like that, because then you're just compensating for a vacuum leak, and that's never a good idea. So I've already removed the seat, the side covers, the tank, the breather tube. Now I'm loosening up, partially loosened this already. What I do is I push these back into the air box for carb removal. You kind of, it's not real easy to get them out, but it's real easy to get them in. It makes the process of getting the carbs on and off a lot easier. Push them back in. I'll do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to turn this fan back on and let the engine cool off a little more. I had to ride this out here, so it's a little warm. Alright, I'll leave the fan running a little bit, but I'm going to pull the upper engine mounts off. They're always in the way when you do this. Alright, front clamps are off, back clamps are off. That's really all that holds it in place. The mount will get in your way, so you get that off. Got the cables loosened, so they'll pull off easy when I slide it to the side here. Now I just gotta fit it down through here. In the butt. Drain tubes. Probably blow those out with some carb cleaner while I have them off. But for now, first step, those off. And remember, 8. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a nice split right in there. There's the cracks that I was seeing. It doesn't appear that they go all the way through yet, but brand new boots, Honda part number, O-rings. Put this back together properly. God, that brings back memories. I used to work for Honda Automotive. I worked at Honda Auto Dealer. They still just don't quite want to conform to shape, but I'm going to have to just be patient and work it on there, I guess. Brand new O-rings. Brand new boots. Now these things do have a arrow on them indicating what side is up. As you can see, they're not, they've got an angle to keep the carbs level even though the cylinders are canted a little bit forward, so got to pay attention to that. I used to mount these on the carbs before sliding them in, which makes that part easier, but the problem is then these O-rings are such a pain to keep in place that if you have to try and do both sides at once with the carbs mounted to them, it's such a pain in the butt to get them without pinching the O-rings in the wrong position, because they don't really stay in the way they should. So I'm just going a little at a time on each screw so that I snug them up. Not too tight, but snug. Well, that was success on one side. Let's try the other side the same way. Trick is they'll stay in place for just a short period of time, so I gotta seat them in there really good, make sure I have this oriented in the correct direction, and then right up against there. Grab my screws, bolts. So now keep pressure on it so that they don't slide out of place while I find where this lines up. That. Keep holding some light pressure on there. Doesn't have to be excessive, but you gotta hold some pressure on there so they don't slip out of place. Slip those on, slide them forward. Now I gotta get the carbs back in here, get the cables started. Putting them back in is always the hardest part. First things first, the most difficult cable is throttle pull. I had to do this one on the side of the road once. I broke the freaking pull cable on this. It broke shortly after I got it. I was 100 and some odd miles from home. I don't remember the exact total now. Like 125 or something like that. Miles from home. In the middle of nowhere, no cell reception. Some twisty little Oregon back road up north of Lincoln City on the coast. Head back the back way and come around the corner. Come around the corner, just ease it on the throttle and snap, dead. So that was a fun predicament to get out of. Basically, I had to take all this apart on the side of the road, just like you're seeing here. I basically had the carbs out the side and everything. move the choke cable to the pole. The push cable wouldn't work. Couldn't swap them, so I hooked to the choke cable to the throttle and rode all the way home pulling on the choke to give it gas. That was kind of interesting trip. Now the tricky part. Getting everything in here, lined up and getting them started in there. You gotta make sure they're fully seated. This side over here is not. There we go. Double check. Yep. Okay, that side's good. Now the fun part. I gotta get these boots back up on here, and that is a pain. Yeah, you want to be careful with these boots too, because they're not up here, so a vacuum leak is not as critical, but a large leak back here will cause problems with these carburetors. Won't have enough they're very sensitive. Changing the airbox, changing the boots, changes the amount of vacuum on this side, and it just changes the way the slides work. Because this VB22s are really sensitive. So don't go poking holes or taking chunks out. Well, it's a good thing I had that off. My fuel filter has a huge, it's about to break off.